Welcome to Unruly 3, father of 3 unruly kids.
I'm not really.
Alright, so I'm going to be trying something new here. I cut these thin strips, thin enough that I can bend them and twist them. I think I have walnut. I think that one right there is some Spanish cedar, actually. This is Purpleheart. And then I think this is a mix of oak and maple. But they're both pretty light colors. And I was kind of making... I didn't really care if it was a pattern or not, but as I started going through, I just kind of went through each strip, trying to make sure that I get pretty thin ones. I think this one right here ended up being too thick, so I went with the next one. But I'm just gluing them up. It's a lot of glue. I really wish right about here, or pretty soon, I wish that I would have really cleaned my glue bottle, the inside of my glue bottle up, so it wasn't coming out as easy as it should have. This is going to be a lot of glue on this one. So I saw somebody do this with a handle for a hammer. I can't remember where I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it again on YouTube. But he did a handle for a hammer this way, and it turned out really cool. And so I thought, well, maybe I should try this. So the key is cutting these strips thin enough that they will twist and bend. And of course, also using a lot of glue. So much glue. All right, I'm going to take this over to my vise, my workbench. Looking for a place to strap on the other side. Look at the glue just oozed down the side of that thing. So much glue. By twisting it, it actually compresses it quite a bit, but just in case I grabbed a couple clamps and gave it a little extra squeeze in some places. All right, let that dry for 24 hours. Come back and take it off and see what we got. Notice as soon as I took that thing off, it did not spring back, which was cool. It kept that twist in it. Cool. Cut off the edges on my table saw. Alright, now I'm putting it on the wood lathe. I'm hoping when it spins you can kind of see through a little bit. So I had to be a little bit careful, because that twist makes it really skinny in some parts. But it's really neat as you start taking down the wood, you start seeing those different colors coming through. Good news. My mom posted on my last one. She wasn't mad at me. I thought she was mad because I had teased my sister, but she did comment on my last one. Thanks again, Mom. Make sure you comment on this one. So right now I'm trying to center it as much as I can. Well, not really center it. I'm trying to make sure I have the enough to where I can build on it. The side on the right now is actually going to be where the handle is. I'm going to flip it around because right here in the middle it gets pretty narrow. And I'm starting to think, that's going to have to be where where the tip of the wand is going to be, because the twist kind of twisted itself out of there. So I flip it around. Now I got the thicker part over there where the handle is going to be. All right. Now I just got to try to get this all the way around. so it's not wobbling. I'm just going to try to round it all up. And again, that's where my handle's going to be, right there. I really need to get onto some site. I guess I could just look up wands and get an idea of what I want before I start, because right now I have absolutely no idea what this wand is going to look like, and I should probably come in with some sort of idea. Now that's pretty cool right there. Now I grab my pencil and I'm going to go ahead and put a, oh, not quite yet, I guess. So I just put a couple lines. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm thinking I want my handle to be about 5 inches. So I kind of center those lines, get myself about 5 inches here for my handle. And then I just start gouging in. I need to come up with some kind of idea. So here I was trying to think, oh, I'll make it symmetrical on both sides. But then right away I just changed my mind and I did something totally different. And then I grabbed another tool, just started doing some things. Sometimes I like building like this, but sometimes it's nice to have a plan and some sort of idea what you want beforehand. I should have probably came in with an idea on this one because of the this build itself. I mean, gluing all these up, this took a long time. So having an idea beforehand would have been nice. And now I'm just trying to thin it out. I think that's going to be my handle part. I think that part turned out pretty good. Now I'm just trying to make these lines a little bit closer to being the same on those ones. And just start digging into this bottom part. Now that I'm digging in here, I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if there's something else I should add. So I go ahead and put my handle part and my wand part down here. So remember that one that exploded, it exploded down here on the end. I was a little bit worried that these glue parts here where they connect onto the lathe were gonna start to get pushed apart a little bit. But luckily they stayed together pretty good. This one didn't blow up on me. So right here I thought, oh, maybe I'll just add a little ledge here and that will be where the wand starts coming down, tapering at. Right, using this block of on here kind of allows it to get rid of these bumps. There's a lot of ridges in here, so I'm going to just go back, start tapering this down again as much as I can, start getting it a little bit narrower. Even when I got done, I went back and I looked at it and I thought, man, I should have made that skinnier at the tip. That's pretty cool. Actually, I haven't had one break like in the middle when it's starting to get skinny like that, but that's just where I worry about it the most. Here I'm going to start with my 150 grit, start working my way up to all the way up to 600 grit. And then I think, I wonder if I want to burn some lines in. Maybe I should try burning in some lines. So in a little bit I'm going to think maybe I need some lines in between here. Might make it stand out a little bit. So I'll come back to it again. There we go. And my son, you can just see his feet. He decided he wanted to come out and hang out with me. He was talking to me the whole time, something about Squirtle, Pokemon. He was building a bed for him off to the side here with some of my scrap wood. just working back up through my grits here to finish it off. So I really wish that I would have went even skinnier on this tip down here. Got to be careful a little bit getting in between those ridges. Yeah, so now I'll just get some oil, put it on there, and see if we can make this wood pop a little bit. It's pretty. All right. Then after I took it off, I kind of made the end down here a little bit of an angle. I thought that was kind of cool with the way that the those pieces all kind of came together there. All right, thanks for watching. Leave some comments down below and subscribe and like. Thank you guys.